Yo, what's going on? It's Joe back here again with another one. Clean shaved Joe, babyface Joe, coming back with another one. And yeah, right now I just want to talk about, as you can tell by the title, I'm not sure what I'm gonna have the thumbnail as, but it's probably gonna be the tweet or whatever he put. AJ Brown, man. AJ Brown, you're a Hall of Fame crybaby. You're a Hall of Fame whiner. I'm being honest, man. For those of y'all who don't know, and it seems like it's just a wide receiver thing, and from my standpoint, I can get it. Say you're like a new wide receiver. Why my camera not right? Hold on. Say you're like a new wide receiver in the league. I can understand because you're obviously trying to get touches. You're obviously trying to get paid when your contract is, time to do whatever you need to do with that. So I can understand for a talented young wide receiver that, is on his rookie contract to be wanting, the ball and, to be acting out when he's not getting the ball. I completely understand that. But when I'll call AJ Brown a vet. He's been in the league for a minute now, So when you're a vet in the NFL as a wide receiver, and then for those of y'all who don't know, he just got a new contract. What, at the start of last season, if I'm getting it right, him and Smith. So this vid is to just talk about AJ Brown because once again, he's complaining about not getting the ball. He's whining, he's crying, and I just don't get it, man. Because I'll say this. So I can also get it from this standpoint too. Say you're on a team that's just like losing a bunch of games, not getting anything going, then okay, I can understand being frustrated at that too. But when you're on a winning team, a good team, a run dominant team, and so the Eagles, what, they're 4-0, right? They still haven't lost. And it's a run dominant team. You got a mobile QB and you got a beast running back in Saquon Barkley. So as long as the O-line and Saquon Barkley, can work together and get stuff going, you really don't need to throw the ball like that. So he's obviously crying because they're not throwing him the ball. But I'm going to be honest, man, the Eagles, they don't really have to throw the ball anymore, man. Like, with what they got, with their O-line that they have, mixed with Saquon Barkley, even though as of right now, the O-line isn't looking its best as to what they were last season. But it's still, the season's still new. I could see them getting it together as the weeks go on, and they haven't been terrible. But they surely are not as good as they were last year, the Eagles O-line. But AJ Brown, he posted a tweet, something about saying, say I'm not wanted, I'm quiet or whatever. That might be the thumbnail. I can't remember exactly what it said because it's just some more crybaby whining Hall of Fame stuff. Hall of Fame whiner. I'm being honest, man. So you're on a good team. They're winning games. They're not having to throw the ball. Just what is your issue? And then for those of y'all who remember, when they got Saquon last year, they were mainly running the ball. Like I say you don't have to throw the ball. It's better to run the ball. Say you run the ball, that puts a lot of strain on a team's defense. Say you have a good running game and can run the ball. And then say you can do that most of the game, especially in the second half. Just watch next time if you haven't ever really noticed on a team that runs the ball a lot. Come fourth, even later in the third quarter, the opposing team's defense is normally like, they're normally tired, they're normally out of breath, and that's what happens when you run the ball. So it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't really get it. Like I said, I could get it from a standpoint if you're a brand new wide receiver, and I could get it from a standpoint if your team is losing games and you're not getting the ball, but your team is winning. Your team looks pretty good. They're probably going to be Super Bowl contenders, obviously, again this season. Like, what is your issue? Like, what is your issue? And then last year, as I was saying, when he wasn't getting the ball, when they first got Saquon, he was on the sideline. He was on the sideline reading a book. I'm going to be honest, man. He probably barely even knows how to read. I'm being honest, man. And like, bro, stuff like that just really, I don't know, just really makes me mad because, like, dude, it's like I say, the team is being productive without throwing the ball to you. And you just got a good contract last year before the season started. What are you mad about? Like I said, I get it, maybe stat wise, and he might be trying to maybe break some wide receiving records. I don't know, but he's obviously not trying to win because the Eagles are winning and he's still sitting there crying. And it's just annoying, man. I'm curious how Eagles fans feel about this. If I was the Eagles fan, I'd be like, trade him. We don't need you. We got I can't think of his first name, but Smith. We got the other dude. We got Saquon, and then say they really need another wide receiver. They could pick one up in free agency or even draft one. Who knows? You know, wide receivers, you can get them easy. You know, and like I say, in the Eagles standpoint, they have 2 wide receivers and they barely throw the ball anymore because they don't have to. You know, but yeah, it's just annoying, man. You know, seeing a grown man act like that, you know, just like I said, like last year really pissed me off because I'm like, dude, you're winning games. What are you upset for? Why are you mad? You know, like literally sitting on the sideline with his book in his hand, pretending to read. Like, get over it. Like, oh, that made me so mad, man. Because, hey, I'm going to be honest, man, he probably can't even read like I just said previously. But it's just annoying. It's just annoying. Sorry if y'all hear leaf blowers or whatever. I think they're cutting grass or my neighbor's cutting grass. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, it's just really annoying to me. And if I was an Eagles fan, I'd be calling for the Eagles to trade him, man. Free up more cap space. Shit, and then honestly, with the freed up cap space, you could probably get 2 wide receivers or trade them for some teams, trade them for some wide receivers, whatever. You know, you could do it. There's a lot of different moves you can make. But hey, if I was an Eagles fan or like just the Eagles organization in general, I'd be looking to trade him, man. He a crybaby. Just because you're not getting the ball thrown to you doesn't mean that, you know, you have to like be in an attitude about it. Like that just really like rubbed me the wrong way. And like I said, I'm curious how y'all Eagles fans feel about it. But yeah, A.J. Brown, man, the Hall of Fame whiner, the Hall of Fame crybaby, man. You know, say he doesn't get the ball, man. You know, he starts throwing fits. You know, the Eagles could literally blow out a team and then say A.J. Brown gets 1 or no touches. Expect to see something of him on the sidelines doing something, you know, extra or expect a tweet later that night. You know, and it's just crazy, man. And then, of course, he has to go straight to Twitter fingers or X fingers. I keep forgetting Twitter's not called Twitter no more. But, yeah, man, just, you know, have them Twitter fingers, too. Like, it's crazy, man. Come on, man. Get your head out of your ass, A.J. Brown. I'm just saying, man, because I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But, yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. You know, it's just something that really bothered me. And then, like, this season, you know, he didn't get the ball a lot. Their last game in their win against Tampa, in their close game against Tampa. And, you know, after the game, he went straight to Twitter fingers. You know, Twitter fingers. Because he didn't get the touches and he didn't get the yards that he wanted, you know. But the Eagles still won. They're undefeated still. Probably one of the best teams in the league. Probably going to be another Super Bowl contender. But that just goes to show you, man, winning isn't everything. Because you could be winning, but have a guy like A.J. Brown, a crybaby, Hall of Fame whiner, have a guy like that, you know, that just, you know, ruins it. And I can only imagine how the locker room is, man. Because I'll be honest, man, say I was in that locker room, man, I'd be checking them. I'd be like, dude, what is your issue? Say you don't want to be here, go and talk to the owners. Get your ass out of here. You know, like say you really don't want to be there. Hey, they could probably happily trade you right now. Because like I said, they really don't need 2 number ones. And that's what they have. They have, I don't know why I can't remember his name, but I'm just calling him Smith. They have Smith and A.J. Brown. They've got 2 number 1 wide receivers pretty much. They could easily trade one of y'all. And in my opinion, I feel like they should trade or get rid of A.J. Brown, man. You know, you can't be like a team like the Eagles when you're winning, you know, on a good run, all that. You don't want, you know, that negative energy in the locker room. It makes no sense. You shouldn't have to deal with negative energy, you know, especially when you're a winning team and it's just from some whiner. Makes no sense. But that's pretty much it for this vid. If any Eagles fans watch this, I'm curious how y'all feel. Because like I said, if I was an Eagles fan, I'd be calling to trade them, free up cap space, do what you need to do. Just get rid of this crybaby because it seems like nothing pleases them. But yeah, that's it for this vid. If y'all want to check out any previous vids up here on screen, that'd be appreciated. Once again, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace.